serious. We're like colleagues. We're like workmates. So yeah, it's a bit of fun really. So I've got myself a KFC meal, and I thought I could just chat to you guys, catch up on a few things, talk about what I've been doing in my spare time. So let's get things started. Oh, and I also have some flowers. No, I'm not sad. I didn't get these for myself, just for the video. I do live with my girlfriend Bella, who a lot of you may already know. So I got them for Bella for Valentine's Day, and I quite like them, and they look good for the video. It would be nice if we could have some candles, but all of our candles are dead. So yeah. But anyways, to the meal. So hopefully you guys can see that. So this is what I've got. So I got the 3-piece meal. So you get 3 pieces of chicken, you get chips, and you get a drink. The drink I chose was not a 7-Up. I chose a Tango. I initially wanted Pepsi, but they didn't have Pepsi, so I went for Tango. But they've given me a 7-Up, so we'll take it. And I also got 4 extra hot wings along with it, because hot wings I think are the best food item from KFC, and I really like them. So let's just tuck in, and again the chips as well. Actually really decent this time. I find a lot of the time the KFC chips can be very naff, but these ones really good today, really good. So I hope you have been keeping well. Like I said, it's been a while since I last one of these. So you might have got up to a lot of stuff in the meantime, so please let me know down below if you have anything exciting over the past few months beginning of 2023. Me really, nothing too big. I moved into my own place at the end of last year, and really it's just kind of just been getting more into the routine and rhythm of living on my own. And so really nothing too out of the ordinary that's happened in my life really since the last year. It's the usual: make videos, play games, hang out with Bella. That's pretty much it. Although for the past month I have been looking after my sister's new kitten. He's a Siamese cat called Hendrix. He's adorable, a lively little bugger, but he's adorable. So I've been having to go to theirs. Luckily they live like 5 minutes away, so I've been trotting down there every day, Monday to Friday, to look after him, feed him, make sure that other cat doesn't kill him, all the good stuff. And then I pretty much come home, you know, sometimes make a video, or sometimes, most of the time, play some games. And recently, it was my birthday, February 5th to be precise, so it was just over a week ago. And Bella, stupidly and crazily enough, got me a PS5. Yeah, she got me a PS5. So, you know, apart from being crazy, she's also the world's best girlfriend, so you know. But yeah, no, I absolutely appreciate Bella so much giving me that PS5. Hands down, one of the best gifts I've ever got. So, I've been going through the large catalogue of PS5 exclusives like the past month, because Bella allowed me to actually open the PS5 early because we both wanted to play. So I've played both The Last of Us games. Absolutely phenomenal masterpieces. And I know this is quite a controversial opinion, but I think opinion has become a lot more accepted. And I actually prefer The Last of Us Part 2 to Part 1. I know. I truly think The Last of Us Part 2 is a masterpiece. See, that's what I was confusing my words then. I was really trying to call it a masterpiece. My cat's starting to jump into our own meal, so you may hear some crunching in the background. The fact people say The Last of Us Part 2 story is bad is mind-blowing. Sure, it may not be the story that you wanted, but by no means is it bad. It's probably the best written game I've ever played or seen. I understand where people are coming from, where they dislike the game. And yeah, it is understandable. But I guess I didn't have those years of, leading up to The Last of Us Part 2, having those expectations, wanting to revisit these characters. So I didn't have that long time, having those relationships with those characters. I literally played them back to back. So maybe, my views are a lot more biased, towards a better half of liking the game. But I think if you didn't like the game the first time around, sorry, I'm just making sure we are recording still. If you didn't like the game the first time around, play it again. And especially with the TV series out now, it's better time than ever to play it again and find your love for it again. First wing. I'm not really going to go into too much detail about my thoughts and opinions of every single game, just because we've got, I played a lot recently, and I've got a whole meal to get through. So I won't say too much about the games, but Last of Us Part 1, Part 2, my favourite games I've played on the PlayStation 5 so far. And to put into comparison, my favourite games of all time are Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring. To me, they're both 10 out of 10s, and recently The Last of Us Part 2 joined them, being my third 10 out of 10 that I've ever given a game. So, take it as you will. Mukbangs have never been the most appealing things to watch, in my opinion. Something about just watching someone struggle to eat just kind of puts me off. I'm surprised my cats haven't tried to come over yet. They might do, but they're just kind of keeping to the road right now. So, I've also, I haven't fully played, but I've played around 20 to 25 hours or so of God of War, 2018 God of War. Now, I really didn't know much of anything going into God of War. I wasn't expecting much, if I'm honest, even though I've heard tons of praise. I just didn't really know what the hype was about, but I got it because it was 16 quid, so I thought, okay, if it's, as good as everyone says, it's only 16 quid, then surely it's worth it. And it is so good, so much fun. I think that's one of the, it's the highest points is how fun it is to play, the gameplay of just hacking and slashing away through all these enemies, and, through the Norse mythology region is so good. And yeah, I knew nothing about Norse mythology, so I thought I'd find it confusing or maybe not all that interesting. But trust, the God of War will get you into me so much. I just, it's so cool seeing how all these different gods interact with each other, and just little lore tidbits here and there thrown into, like woven in and out of stories that they tell. So good, so good. So I'm almost done with that. Almost. It's because I spent a long time actually just exploring the islands. Because going into it, I didn't actually realise it was sort of a semi-open world. I thought, well, I'm ashamed it was going to be like a full-on linear storytelling, just like The Last of Us, but no. And I was pleasantly surprised. So yeah, cannot wait to finish it. I do need to go back to it, but as a game right now, that's really, really taken my interest. And that's Hogwarts Legacy. Just checking it out. Sorry. I just realised I really should have got like a napkin or something for me, because KFC is just known to be greasy, and they don't really give you any napkins when you order, like from takeaway, which is really annoying. So yes, Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I didn't actually know too much about this game leading up to it. I wasn't really following it intensely. It's really only been like since the last week or two. I've really been looking into gameplay and what the game has to offer. So going into it, I was expecting a decent game, nothing really like anything. I felt like I was going to play a game that I've played before, and something that was just kind of decent to get you through like the first couple of months of the year. But no, Hogwarts Legacy is just brimming with ideas and fun gameplay. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, really. Again, I didn't realise how open of a world it was actually going to be. I love that there is an emphasis on this game where it's not so much a Hogwarts simulator, but more so very much so puzzle solving, exploration game. Whatever word is correct. Something like Breath of the Wild. It's not the same as Breath of the Wild, but it has the same themes, ideas, and elements. And so you can already tell I'm gonna love it, and I have been loving it. If any of you are wondering, how Simon? I'd like people to see if they could actually guess it. Guess in the comments down below. Type it now and see if you're right. So I've got an eyelash. See if you're right. I'll tell you now. I am Ravenclaw. Do I surprise some of you? Or was that kind of obvious? No, but yeah, I am Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. Sorry, that was not a pretty sight to see just then. I think I don't know, it's just funny seeing on like TikTok and social media, like sort of like the banter and like jabs here and there to the other houses. With Hufflepuff getting, you know, the most of the battering. Which, if you saw my community page, sorry, I also gave a bit of shade to Hufflepuff, my least favourite house in all of Harry Potter. Fun fact though, Bella is a Hufflepuff, and I actually, before she did like the Pottermore quiz to find out which house you're in, I said to her, "You're obviously a Hufflepuff." She said, "I'm not a Hufflepuff." I said, "Bella, is obviously you are a Hufflepuff," and she turned out to be a Hufflepuff. So I think it is kind of easy sometimes to read who is what house. So I don't know. Could people tell I was Ravenclaw? Did you think I was Slytherin? Or maybe do you think I was Hufflepuff? Or maybe Gryffindor? Who cares about Gryffindor? Gryffindor's boring. Like Gryffindor is actually, like, who wants to be Gryffindor? Like that's just the NPC house. Even though I've been looking at all these polls on Instagram, just like asking, "Oh, what house are you going to pick?" And Gryffindor always has like at least 50% of the votes, which I don't get at all. Because I literally see no one choose Gryffindor on any comments on like TikTok videos. So I don't know, just something interesting I've noticed. But yeah, loving the game so far. I've only put in around 14 or so hours. So nothing major, only made a little bit of a dent. Well, not a little bit of a dent, but you know, still tons to explore, under the story to get through. It's sort of like I'm at the point now where the story's really getting into motion, where it's like our character finally is set up to do something that they, you know, they have like a goal to do now. So very cool. Yeah, there's just a lot of depth to the game, a lot of depth, which you wouldn't expect, but it's pleasantly surprising. Like potion making, and in the room of requirement, there's a lot to do in there with that. I've herbology growing plants in a room of requirement. Yeah, it's all really good. All really, really good. So, if you get the chance, definitely pick up Hogwarts Legacy. Really fun. And I was reading apparently, like Ravenclaw's like the worst house to pick. Just because, yeah, its reasoning is something like it has the least amount of quest lines. However, counter to that, they're longer quest lines. Me personally, I would rather play more like fleshed out, longer quests than, you know, go through more quicker, you know, mere quest lines. That's just my opinion. I don't know if there's more puzzles with Ravenclaw. I feel like I read that somewhere, but I don't know if it's entirely true. And I really like puzzles in games, so I feel like Ravenclaw is the perfect house, and the Ravenclaw common room is the best. A common room, undoubtedly, the best common room. Slytherin comes close, admittedly. Slytherin does come close, but the Ravenclaw common room, is prestigious. As a lot of people like hate him on like the graphics of the game. I think it looks visually stunning. Like when you're exploring through caves, the open world, going over lakes, it's so breathtaking. Yeah, the face animations and when you're talking to one another, it's not the best, but it's nothing like Mass Effect Andromeda. Like it's nothing that bad at all. Like I think it's alright. Nothing to rave about, sure, but nothing to like complain about, really. And surprisingly, I was able to get my character look quite similar to me, which I've never been able to do in a video game before. Yeah, they never really have the right face structures or, you know, eyebrows for mine, but this shields. Certain spells are more effective against certain enemy types and whatnot. And you know, you do have to like parry and deflect and whatnot, so it's a lot more depth to it than I initially thought, which is great. It's actually quite tricky to grasp off when you first start playing. I don't know if any of you guys know Asmongold. He's a big Twitch streamer, and he was struggling so much. It was just so funny to watch. But yeah, it's actually surprisingly quite hard to get to grips. But once you get to grips with it all, and you start like building your own sort of like battle like decks with the spells, it's really fun. Really, really fun. Spells used for combat, but pretty much every single one of them is used to solve puzzles as well. Possibly my favourite part of the game are these little puzzles and little like challenge quests. There's like these things called Merlin trials, which are just so fun to find and just sort of figure out on your own. Yeah, just really, really good game. My god, I'm getting stuffed. I've still got 2 hot wings and 1 piece of chicken left. So, what do I do? Because I feel like, okay, I'm going to eat the hot wings because they're my favourite, and I'll see if I can make it for the other piece of chicken. If not, then I'll just save it for later. Because yeah, I always find with these mukbangs, I always over order. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach. I can never finish what I order. It's kind of embarrassing actually, because when you watch a mukbang, you expect to see all the food eaten, and I can't do it. I've only got a small stomach, but I'll try to get through all this. Loving Hogwarts Legacy. As soon as I'm done with this video and eating this KFC, I'm hopping right on my PlayStation to play it. It'll be interesting to see how it runs on the older gen, because I don't think it's coming out on older gen until like a couple of months at least. I thought there was a hair on it, but it was just my eyes going funny. So to me, it seems like it's going to run like crap. And I really do think now, we're over 2 years into the next generation, it's time to leave the last generation in the past, if I'm completely honest, because the old generation is holding back the capabilities and of newer games, because you have to adjust the games for release for both the newer gen and the older gen. And like just let the newer gen just have its place right now, because it doesn't feel like the newer gen has really, like, we're still calling it new gen and not current gen. It doesn't feel like the new gen doesn't feel like the current gen, so they really need to make it feel like it is the current gen and just sort of start phasing out newer games for the older consoles. That's my opinion at least. So yeah. Characters in the game are really good as well. Like, some of them really like both students and teachers. And there's some students I do not care for like helping out. Like, I will like do their challenging quest, but sometimes it gives you an option to give you what they ask for you to get, or you can choose to keep it for yourself. And sometimes I have chosen that I'm going to keep this for myself. It's going to teach you a lesson. And it's really fun how the game sort of gives you those options. Yeah, it doesn't amount to anything to the rest of the game or the end game. But it's just fun, you know, these little interactions, and that's the thing when you're just walking around, like these weird random events will happen. One time I was walking through Hogsmeade, something like that, and there was this student who had like cursed socks on and he couldn't stop dancing, and the son was being like, "Mum, we need to buy new socks," and she's like, "No, not until you can afford your own." And then this other family sitting on a bench like a little bit away were being like, "Mum, why can't he stop dancing? Is he cursed?" And then it was going back and forth between their different separate conversations but about the same thing. It's really good just witnessing like small little details like that in around the world. It does make it feel like alive, which is what you want from your game. Sorry everyone, my camera is unfortunately doing the same way. It keeps on turning on and off. I don't know why it does this. I think it's a little bit overheated because this is my second time recording today, so I think my camera needs a little bit of a break. So unfortunately we are going to have to end things off there. Still got a chicken wing and one piece of chicken left. Unfortunately we couldn't get through it, but I will munch it. I'll make sure to munch it right after. So I just want to thank all of you for being here with me this evening. I know it's actually the day after Valentine's Day, but I hope you all did have a good Valentine's Day with your Valentine, or if not, with me. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and of course, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. So